Hi, and welcome to Off the Cuff. As you probably already know, the mission statement for this show is to take comfort food and make it low carb and equally as delicious. And on this journey, my Moby Dick has definitely been pizza. Yeah, I've made several attempts at making a low carb, delicious pizza. And I've used cauliflower, I've used carbolos, I even did a fathead pizza. And they were all good, but they weren't perfect. So today I'm trying again. Today I'm making a low carb pizza, and on the side I'm making low carb garlic bread. And I went to this great website, The Diet Chefs, and I got this great recipe for low carb pizza crust. And I was going to use it until I got a really cool email from a viewer. Here's the email. Dear Chef Craig, that's me. We all love your show. I guess he watches it with his family. Nice. Being such a loyal viewer, I know of your struggle to find the perfect low-carb pizza. Oh, yeah. Well, your search is over. I'm in possession of the world's best low-carb pizza recipe. That's great, yeah. I would love to share it with you and your viewers. Sincerely, 682147. I think that's his Twitter handle. Well, thank you, 682147, and guess what? I'm putting my original pizza recipe aside right now, and I'm going on to a live streaming service to meet him right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go over to my couch and do it. Come on, follow me. Okay. The wonders of the internet. Here we are. He should be here Oh! He's on time. He's here already. He's actually in the guest room. Okay. So I'll just click this button and I'll bring him on in. Oh.
Hey, there he is. It's Chef Craig.
And who are you?
Hey, just call me Stash.
Stash. You're so who is 6821? Oh. That's your
ID number.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Stash, well, thank you so much for the conversation. I really hope that your time in there passes quickly.
Hey, wait. You just got here. I didn't even share my recipe yet.
Wait a minute. This isn't a mistake? You really contacted me?
Yeah.
You said you all watched me. I mean, your family isn't in there too. Are they?
No. The guys. We all love you in here. Hey, we all watch in the rec room on Sunday nights. You know what? You do great in here.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have no fancy air fryers or nothing, but, you'd be surprised what you can do with a couple of light bulbs and a toothbrush.
You sound like MacGyver.
The guy in Cell Block C?
I'm pretty sure it's a different MacGyver. So anyway, tell me about this pizza recipe.
Oh, you're going to love this. You ready?
Sure.
Ready?
Hit me. I mean, tell me.
So you take a bedpan, or whatever pan's available. Listen, who am I to judge? Whatever pan you can get, right? You lay your sauce down on the bottom, some cheese, your toppings, whatever toppings you like. I like pepperoni, I like mushroom, but you can't always get it. Depends on what I can get. Different days you can get different things. You place it over about 4 light bulbs. You got 4 hours, 19 minutes, 4 hours, 20 minutes, whatever. Slice, serve, low carb pizza, Stash style.
Hey, no, it sounds good, but question, what about the crust?
There is no crust. That's what makes it low carb. Besides, you know how tough it is to get yeast in here? You know what I got to trade for that? You want a crust. You leave it out for a couple days. You got a crust.
That sounds absolutely delicious.
So, you're going to use it on the show?
Look, the truth is, this week, I already am kind of committed to a different recipe.
Oh, better than mine?
No, no. I just kind of have to. My hands are tied.
Oh, well, we can do that too.
It's my Aunt Tilly's recipe, and I promised her I would do it. If I don't, I would break her heart.
I understand.
You do?
Yeah, come on. I have an Aunt Tilly too. She taught me everything I know. She gave me this tattoo on a sleepover.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You know what, Stash? Thank you so much for the recipe. And do me a favor. Tell the guys thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, hey, listen, when they hear that I talk to you, there's gonna be a riot.
Oh, gee, I hope not. Hey, wait, before we go, let me just ask, why are you in there?
I got caught smoking on an airplane.
Wait a minute. You went to prison for smoking on an airplane?
Well, it was Air Force One.
Kinky.
Here are the ingredients.
Here are the ingredients for our low carb pizza. First up, the pizza crust 1.5 cups almond flour, 2 tablespoons coconut flour, 20 grams or 2/3 of a scoop of whey protein powder that's unflavored, 1/2 teaspoon xanthan gum and baking powder, 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil, and pinches of salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And for the pizza toppings, this can be whatever you want, but here's what I'm doing. 1/2 cup of sugar-free pizza sauce, 1/2 cup sliced mushrooms, 1/2 cup chopped green pepper, 1/4 cup of sliced pepperoni, and 3/4 of a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. And for our garlic bread, 1/2 cups almond flour, 1 cup shredded mozzarella, 2 tablespoons plain Greek yogurt that's unflavored and I'm using low fat, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons butter, 1/2 tablespoon minced garlic, 1 teaspoon Italian herbs, and 2 tablespoons grated Parmesan cheese. To start, I'm going to start with the toppings for the pizza, and that starts with cheese. This is also an ingredient in the garlic bread too. Now, you can buy pre-shredded mozzarella cheese. I like to do it in a block. For some reason, when I shred my own mozzarella, it melts better and it seems to taste better. So that's what I'm going to do. Follow me over this way. So I figure I'm going to need about 2 cups. We're going to use this side, and we're going to, should I do it long? I'll do it long ways. I need to grate about 2 cups of this cheese. And like I said, this is usually a lot easier if you buy it pre-shredded, but there's something to be said about the taste of doing it fresh, just like this. How we doing? Oh yeah, that's a 1/2 cup or more already. I don't advise doing this in the food processor. I would say if you have a grater like this, they're very inexpensive, do it this way. I heartily recommend it. Okay, that's about a cup. All right, this should be enough to make another cup. And there we have our 2 cups of cheese. Okay, now we're going to do a cup of fresh mushrooms. I just washed these. These are white mushrooms. I'm not a good slicer. I have to be careful. I had an easier time with the grater. Here you go. Okay, there is our 1 cup of mushrooms. And that should be about 1 cup. Yeah, 1 pepper equals about 1 cup. Success! Okay, now it's time for the tough job. Slicing 1 cup of pepperoni. Don't make yourself crazy. Buy it pre-sliced. Okay, all the toppings here are ready to go. Now let's start on that garlic bread. First, we're going to use our cheese and our yogurt. In goes the 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese and our 2 tablespoons of low-fat, plain Greek yogurt. So we take this, a safe microwavable bowl, into the microwave with the cheese and the yogurt for 1 minute so it melts. Okay, we want to mix this together. Okay. We want to mix this until it becomes a nice, consistent, gooey mixture. I guess. In here I have the almond flour, and I've already put in the garlic powder. We're going to mix it like that, and we're going to mix this into a dough. I'm also going to use my hands and make sure that this is nice and incorporated, which it is. This came together quite easily. There you go. This is your dough that we're going to use for our garlic bread. All right, now, my plan is to have the garlic bread and the pizza done at the same time. How does one do that when you only have one oven, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have an air fryer. This is not an air fryer, this is a pan. I'm going to put the garlic bread in this pan, and I'm going to cook that and the final addition of the pizza, you know, when I have the toppings on it, at the same time, so they both come out together. Spray this pan with non-stick cooking spray. You will thank me for this later. And we take our dough take the dough for the garlic bread, and you kind of spread it out. You can do this easily with your own hands. You don't need a roller so much. See, it's happening quite easy. And you can manipulate it so you can get those finger marks out of there. Okay? That's how your garlic bread's going to start in the bottom of the pan. Okay, to the microwave. Part 2. We're going to melt the butter. We only need about 30 seconds to do this. All right, now, so we take this big bowl. We put the newly melted butter in there. The minced garlic. Plop. And the Italian herbs. Hey, Herb. Hey, how you doing? And mix this vigorously. It doesn't have to be vigorous, just mix it to the best of your ability. Now we take a brush and you know what? I'm going to put all this right in the middle. Look at that. All over our garlic bread mixture. And now we're going to spread it out. Nom nom. Oh, it's so aromatic. Now we're going to put our garlic bread aside. We're going to cook it later. Remember that? And now we're going to start with our pizza crust. Wait, before we do the pizza, it's time for food facts. The history of pizza isn't exact. Some historians say there's evidence of pizza existing in some form or another over 6,000 years ago. Think about that. 6,000 years. Who would be eating pizza 6,000 years ago? Jumping forward about 4,000 years, we have to look at the ancient Greeks and particularly the ancient Romans. There is evidence of them enjoying flatbreads with different toppings, although the toppings they had then probably wouldn't match up with our taste today, but they had them. You know what I wonder about? Did they have delivery? All right, delivery? Delivery for a J. Caesar. I got you one large flatbread, mozzarella cheese, onion, and dates. Blech. Julius Caesar. Hey, come on, man. My chariot's double parked. I got your pie. Oh, boy, great. Another stiff. Whoa. There's a party going on at Brutus's place. Maybe I can sell the pizza there. Pizza! Now we jump all the way to the year 1889 in Naples, Italy. We visit Chef Raffaele Esposito. He was becoming famous for making Neapolitan pizza. So famous that King Umberto and Queen Margherita paid him a visit. To commemorate this visit, he made 3 pizzas. He made a garlic pizza, a marinara pizza, and the most famous, he made a pizza that was mozzarella, basil, and tomato. It looked exactly like the Italian flag. Queen Margherita loved it. She loved it so much that Esposito named it Pizza Margherita, and it's still around today. There she is. There's the pizza. Wow, they had 3 pizzas in that visit. You know, back then, pizza was probably really expensive. I wonder if they had a coupon. At the turn of the 20th century, pizza made its way from Naples to New York City. Once New York City, well, all bets were off. Lombardi's opened in 1905. They became famous for their Neapolitan pizza, and they had a coal oven. Now, a coal oven means temperatures inside it can get up to 1,000 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's where you get that really, really, really crispy crust and that molten, melty pizza cheese. Yeah, now if you're from New York, you're used to eating hot pizza. This is the best pizza ever. Then again, I haven't had taste buds since 1972. Lombardi's was great, but they only sold the entire pizza at a time. Let's jump to 1933 in Harlem to Patsy's. They revolutionized pizza because they started pizza by the slice, and a trend was born. Pizza by the slice really exploded in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, the golden age of pizza by the slice. And nowadays, well, pizza is everywhere. What's interesting is different regions of the United States have different favorite pizzas. Yeah, like if you go to New England, there you go, they have Greek pizza because Greek immigrants brought it over. If you go to New Jersey, it's New Jersey style pizza, which is kind of an upside down pizza because the toppings go in the bottom, the tomato sauce goes on top. You go to Detroit, yeah, they kind of make this mega Sicilian pizza. It's much thicker and heartier, and that's their pizza. Go to Chicago, well, Chicago cheats, okay? Chicago has two types. They have the ultra thin crust pizza and their famous Chicago deep dish pizza. Now, if you go to California, where I am, you're going to get the California pizza. And yes, there's kale on it. And the most divisive of all, if you go to Hawaii, you get the infamous Hawaiian pizza, pineapple and all. This has become a bone of contention nationwide, it seems. There are people who are team pineapple and people who are team no pineapple. I wanted to try to settle this, so I reached out to a random New Yorker and asked him, do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza? No freaking way.
And that's Food Facts. Time for our crust. First we mix in all the dry ingredients. This is the pinch of salt, the garlic powder, and also the onion powder. Also, a little bit of sesame seeds because I read the wrong bottle. Yeah. This is the whey protein powder. This is the coconut powder. And this is the baking powder. Oh, and also the xanthan gum. I mixed them together too because I ran out of little dishes. Now we whisk them up. This bowl is going to be a little bit too small for our needs, I fear. In it goes. All right, now in goes our egg. That's 2 eggs. And the 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. I was told that when you start doing this, it looks like it's not going to form into a dough, but it will. And look, I think it is. Look at that. I was also told that at some point, I have to get my hands in here and really manipulate this dough. The dough is going to feel a little bit grainy. That's fine. That's the almond flour. Now inside here we have coconut flour. Coconut flour soaks up a lot of moisture. So that's going to actually help facilitate this turning into a dough. Yeah, that's actually working out real nice. Just going to manipulate it a little bit more. And then we're going to start to roll it. All right, so I've laid out some parchment paper. Here is our pizza dough. Flatten it just a little bit. Cover it with another piece of parchment paper and start to roll. I never went to pastry school, so I really have no clue how to make this circular. Well, it is what it is. You know what? I'll stop complaining. It is what it is. That's actually not half bad. I don't know. That's kind of the best I've ever done. I'm going to try to roll up these sides. Just got to be patient, which I am not. I'm so impatient. I stand in front of a microwave and I scream, "Come on!" You know, I made a big deal out of this, and it's actually looking It's actually looking fairly decent. All right, now the original instructions are to put in the oven for 3 to 5 minutes. I find it doesn't get well enough done in that time, so I do it for about 10. You can try it, experiment with your own. I'm gonna try 10. Here I go. Into the oven, middle rack is fine. 425 degrees, preheated for 10 minutes. Our garlic bread into the air fryer oven, and this is gonna be 15 minutes at 350. Okay, this is not a New Jersey pizza, so we're going to put the sauce on first. Let's put some green peppers on next. Some mushy mushrooms. And some fresh mozzarella. Mozzarella. Yeah. We have the pepperoni. Not going to overdo it. Maybe 30 or 40 slices. I'm kidding. Just a few slices of pepperoni. Okay, now the garlic bread, which you can hear is still on, has about another 5 minutes. Let's put in our pizza. This is going on the top now. It's going underneath the broiler for about 10 minutes. Oh, the garlic bread is done. Look. Now we let it sit for 2 minutes, and then we get our pizza. And the pizza is ready. Look at that. Well, mission accomplished. Low carb, homemade pizza and garlic bread. I've never made the garlic bread before. The pizza I have, but not with these toppings. And here's the thing, look at this. That is a sturdy piece of pizza crust. That has a lot of toppings on it and sauce and cheese, and that holds up, my friend. That is really, really, really cool. You can control the amount of garlic you want in the garlic bread. It looks absolutely delicious. And that one serving, that one pan has 6 servings in it. So that's cool. And it's actually very, very easy to make. I also sprinkled some fresh ground Parmesan on top at the end. Can't wait to taste this. I have tasted the pizza before. Well, not with these toppings, but I want to try the garlic bread. So here we go. It is delicious. The garlic and the butter hits your mouth instantly. It's wonderful. Oh my. One thing I didn't show, and I should tell you, when you cook your garlic bread, especially if you do it in the air fryer, even in the oven, turn it over. If you can, you take a plate, turn it over, so you cook both sides, or else one side can be soggy. But this came out absolutely perfect. I didn't even have to put butter on it because it's in the recipe. That is a new favorite. Now for the pizza, like I said, I've had it before, but not with this crust and not with this cheese, so let's go. It is delicious. It's hearty. The crust has all the right textures. It's salty. It's a little bit sweet. It's just really, it's doughy. Oh man, this is so good. This is a real treat. It's a home run. And frankly, neither one of them takes a long time to do. This one, remember, it's from the Diet Chef's website. This crust is terrific. Now, I didn't have it in there for the full 10 minutes. It was more like 7. You can judge yourself. If you like a crispy crust, leave it in longer. You can't lose. This is a winner. Enjoy. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, be well, eat good.